Hey guys, how's everybody doing out there? Uh, Marvin Kid here, back again. Uh, kind of now to explain a little bit of that teaser that you saw a while ago. It said blank, 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 blank is coming. Um, so I'm here to explain it, what this is, what that was, and you can see what it is. Um, DC Elite. What is that? What is this? What is DC Elite, Chris? Um, well, it's from the creative minds of the people who brought you the Marvel 2K14 universe, namely me this time around. Um, Not trying to toot my own horn here, but I would constantly get messages and questions about my first site, and they would ask me, "Hey Chris, so will you do a DC site? Hey Chris, how about a DC? I'd love to see what you do with DC. Hey Chris, hey Chris, hey Chris, 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 Chris." Um, so, but I heard you guys talking, and I heard you, and over the course, I was planning and planning and planning, and with the Marvel 2K14 site, um, I have really my team and I have really been really just patting ourselves and congratulating ourselves. We've gone a year now on the site. We've got new bloods coming in thanks to thanks to one of our subs and one of our followers, Mr. Xavier Bennett. No relation to me, but yeah, a bunch of new bloods coming in. That's great. We've been talking to some of them as well, and yeah. But DC Elite is another site that's coming in the summer of 2015. So it's a long way ahead, but you're getting previews. Already I've started showcasing previews of it on Facebook, of what the titles are, what, but this is in no competition with uh, the, the people over at DC Prime. Um, and that's what I'm hoping nobody thinks. I always had aspects to do this, but the thing was, I'm not going to be writing anything for this. I'm just kind of the guy who sets it up, sets up bits and pieces, the nucleus of it, and watch the people around me branch it out. Um, so yeah, you're gonna see that from me. It's not me writing. I'm just gonna be the guy watch the Overwatch. I'm just gonna be watching over, and you could kind of say, you can come to me with advice and things like that. So with DC Prime, excuse me, DC Elite, excuse me, um, what exactly is it? Is it so? You probably ask yourself, does it have a certain setting, just like Marvel 2K14 universe? Yes, it does. I like having a foundation to. I like to have a foundation to basically set upon, guys. I like that. I like to have a foundation where pretty much a writer or creator can fall back on in terms of history, you know. And DC Elite is post Flashpoint, guys. Post Flashpoint, um, meaning that Flashpoint happened, but with some twists and basically my envision of Flashpoint post Flashpoint in a sense. And it's It's up to you guys, you possible writers out there, to have fun with it and take it from there. But once again, you still have history to back up. It's not really starting all over. Um, so, in a sense, basically what you got to do is remember, okay, what was going on prior to Flashpoint. And if you are a DC reader, yeah, you would know. There are some changes. When I say changes with the twist, I mean that. There's some twists that happen, some consequences that happen, some interesting effects that have happened once Barry supposedly corrected what Reverse Flash did in Flashpoint. So yeah, there's a lot of that. Um, over the course of the year, the next year, because when this goes up, it'll still be 2014. But over the course of the next year, I will be showcasing the nucleus, the core titles, in a sense, for for this. This will be the main chunk. This will be the nucleus, and from there, there are some titles that I put together myself, and if anybody wants it, that's the team that you use. And then there's some that I started with, like maybe four default characters to use, and it's up to the possible writer to choose the next. There's a possible, there's another, there could be a possible title where I literally just give you the title, and it's up to you or whoever wants it, the possible writer, to create the group yourself. But as always, it's just to have fun. It's just to have a lot of fun. Use this and build off of. But yeah, post Flashpoint. So, what things can you what things can we you can I tell you? Okay, first of all, there are two Batmans. Bruce is Batman and Dick is still Batman. Dick is not Nightwing. He's not Nightwing. He's Batman. Bruce stays in Gotham, takes care of Gotham. Dick, I can give you this. Dick actually is the Batman on the Justice League. There you go. Um, there, yes, Damian is Robin. Tim is Red Robin, but and Tim still occupies. He Tim is a part of the Teen Titans, as well as, I would say, yeah, he can have his own soul. Now, is there a lot of differences between this and Marvel 2K in terms of like only characters can't be on so many groups and things like that? Um, Still kind of working on that. Um, but one thing I will let you guys on is, in terms of, is it similar to somewhat. Here's some differences. Um, what I've decided to do is, in terms of like non DC, only Warner Brother owned characters. So nothing outside of that are allowed. So anything Warner Brother owned, yeah, is allowed. That's some of it. That's what I'm talking about. In terms of like what happened in Flashpoint, once Flashpoint was changed, we saw the Wildstorm and the Dark Horse and all that universes emerged into one. Is that in this universe? Yes, it is. So, literally, guys, what I'm saying is Wildcats are here, and they're together. They're not broken up. Their history is still intact. Daemonites play a big part in this universe, um, but there are some consequences of Flashpoint. See, Barry seems to still, he knows about Flashpoint. He remembers everything that happened. However, here's the twist to it. There are some other characters that know it too. Like some of his fellow heroes. Wonder Woman, Aquaman, Superman somewhat knows it in terms of he's having various nightmares and visions of his Flashpoint counterpart and what the government did to him and things like that. So it kind of starts to question his, like, tests his faith in humanity in a sense of, if could that have really happened? Diana, for example, has it the worst because of the fact of she's remembering her counterpart being in love with Aquaman. They nearly marrying. The Atlanteans and the Amazons were going to be connected, forge a bond in a sense. Her killing Mira in that world, her killing Captain Thunder, aka Billy Batson, that's playing a lot of mentally with her. And as much as she still wants to, be the ambassador of peace and fight for peace and things like that. Her fellow Amazons are seeing this and they're worried, they're scared for her. Even her mother's. Something is, wrong with her. But because of that, her head's not fully into the game, and her enemies are going to use that to their advantage. First test is none other than Cersei's. So that's where a possible Wonder Woman writer would play off that synopsis. She remembers everything. She remembers it. And it also even plays off the fact is, does she carry feelings for Arthur in that way? Even though Arthur is married Mira, loves Mira, things like that, but even he's questioning a little bit of like, me and Diana nearly ended up together. What I can tell you also about the Justice League is that none of the Trinity are on the team actually. So Bruce, Clark, Diana, they're not a part of it. Um, the the lineup of the core Justice League team is 12 strong, 12 members strong, and I put this team together and I did the best I could of what I have just really putting the team together. I can't wait to guys to show you that team. I've already got someone saying whatever it is. Already got one guy already saying put my hat in that for that. Basically a possible right already. Um, but I could give you a little bit. I'll give you two characters on that. Donna Troy, and I'll give you two ladies. Donna Troy and Jade. Yeah, they're on the team. Um, but I decided to have three Justice League teams, similar to, but be different in a sense. You got the core Justice League team, then you got another branch of the Justice League team called, this goes back to anybody who remembers, Justice League Task Force. Yeah, that was kind of associated with, they did special missions for the UN, not Justice League International, but with the UN. They kind of worked, they were a Justice League team, but worked with the UN, and John was on that team. I keep John on the team. I got him still on the team, leading the team. It's a 8-team strong. I will show you that team as well. That I think people will like the lineup as well. Sorry about that. Then there's some other, but then of course there's going to be some core solo titles that people could work off of, but when I show you. But the fact is, this is coming in this next year, summertime. Um, it'll give me time to set up everything, to set up a lot of things in terms of who's doing this and what's doing that. One thing I will, the one thing also is a difference is, uh, especially in terms of writing, um, 2 titles for every writer. That's it. I don't want anybody getting overwhelmed. Um, and if and only if you can sustain 2 titles, then I will promote you to getting a third title. But like I said, there are going to be titles where there, I won't be showcasing. Like, and that's where you can say, hey, can I do this? I don't see this character in the title. Already, I'm getting someone saying they want to do Deathstroke. Okay, okay, no problem. But other than that, don't get me wrong, guys. I'm still gonna be strong on Marvel, on the Marvel 2K, that universe. Oh, we still gonna be keeping that intact. But everything that happens for DC Elite will happen on this channel. It won't be a part of its own channel. Um, and I'm gonna enjoy watching and anticipating someone's um, people's like, okay, I want to see what you got, Chris, and let's see this and see that, this. Like I said, I will be showcasing the things that I have so far. Um, but it's all in good fun. It's not trying to market anything off of this. This is just me having fun in terms of, especially with Flashpoint. Um, it's something that I've always kind of was like, if it was me after Flashpoint, this stuff would have happened. And you guys haven't heard anything yet about some of the other things that happened because of Flashpoint. Um, you, you're going to hear a lot of things. But as of right now, that's what that was. That little teaser, that's what it was. It was about this DC Elite, another fanfic site that is coming next year, summertime. And I'm looking forward to hearing what my fellow DC fans out there has to say. And like I said, I won't be writing, guys. I will not be writing. I won't. But you could just kind of call me the head honcho. But other than that, once again, you get a title. You really, you can just tell me, hey, this is what I'm gonna do. You know, unless I see fit that not, no, don't do that. Like, okay. But other than that, I'm just gonna be like, okay, I'll okay it. If not, blah blah blah. But it's all in good fun, guys. All in good fun. And I'm looking forward to hearing everybody's thoughts. And don't be shy. That's the one thing. Um, if you think that, you know, I don't know if I could do something like this, but don't. For me, guys, don't ever say that. Don't ever say you can't. Don't ever say you can't do it. I would love to write, but I can't because, quote unquote, I, I'm not a good writer. Bullshit. Don't hand me that. But the best thing you can do is try. And that is all I'm going to say on that. So until the next time, guys, stay tuned. DC Elite is coming. Take care.